you so much for tuning in to A Lightworker's Journey and for once again joining me for my 2016 yearly intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. I am overwhelmed at the response I have received so far and very thankful of all of you. For your yearly spread, I decided to not go with the Celtic cross spread for this particular instance. Instead, I decided to do each month individually. And what I've also done, I've also drawn a card to start out, which represents the overall energies you will experience for the entire year or the duration of 2016. I then drew an additional card to represent what is crossing those energies, meaning what could either help and or hinder those energies that you will be experiencing. Now, for each month, I laid out a card to represent the overall energies for that particular month, and I also drew two additional cards, which represents the energies that will be modifying that energies or any additional energies that you could also experience as well for that month. Now, for your reading for 2016, in the position of the overall energies you will experience, you drew the Knight of Pentacles. This year, you will experience accomplishments through patience and process. You will be very responsible, methodical, persistent, and hardworking, with rewards of stable material gains to look forward to. What's crossing you is the High Priestess, reminding you to remember your inner strength and potential this year. There could also be a spiritual woman that enters your life as well, so definitely look out for that. For the month of January 2016, you drew the Nine of Pentacles as your overall energy for the month, indicating that this will be a month of abundance, accomplishment, material success, and luxury for you. This is modified by the Five of Pentacles and Page of Swords, indicating a message that you will receive involving some type of change. You may have experienced some type of a change or something in the recent past that has caused you physical, mental, and or some sort of material suffering. This message could possibly come via an air sign, which is a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. You may be advised at this time to find comfort within your friends and family to cope with this situation. For February of 2016, you drew the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is a feeling as though something from the past is coming back to haunt you in some way, shape, or form. A possible depression due to restrictions and or feelings of being trapped or powerless. This is modified by the Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles, indicating you are feeling as though you are painfully stuck in a situation at this time. Although you are aware that you may need to be patient as well to get through this. This is a need to learn first to wait and to take into consideration all details before you take action. For the month of March 2016, you drew the Death card in reverse. This is indicating that this month you may experience some strong feelings of change mixed with feelings of dread as a result of an attachment and or bondage. Inertia and stagnation could also possibly be the issue this month as well. You may need some new ideas to break the ice. Try your best to cut out the obsolete as well. Now, this is modified by the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles, indicating that more work is needed on your part to defeat the situation. Um, Whatever you are trying to manifest, this card is urging you to do a little bit more to see it come forth. For the month of April 2016, you drew the Hanged Man as your overall energy, stating that this month may have an energy of self-sacrifice for you. It could be either material and or emotional. You may also experience a need to adapt this month. This is modified by the Two of Pentacles and Seven of Swords, indicating a risk you may take that could go either way for you. Now, to better describe this, I could use the example of what comes around goes around. You could have your dreams come true, or it's taken away from you all of a sudden, or thinking is not really stealing if you gain a fortune from it. Those are just some examples of what these cards could portray for you. So definitely watch out for the month of April. I don't know what's going on in that month, but all of the readings I have drawn for so far has some odd energies going on for the month of April. So I would definitely watch out for that. I'm going to have to take a look at next year's astrology to put an emphasis on that month. Now, for the month of May, you drew the Two of Cups in reverse. This is indicating that this month could include some possible confusions for you or a difference in opinion. It could also symbolize a possible divorce or an end of a relationship. It could be some infidelities possibly as well too. This is modified by the Hierophant and the Lovers, indicating that conventional wisdom will be an essential part in a decision you make this month. So it's something dealing with May is highlighting a romantic partnership for you and a difference in opinion. For the month of June, you drew the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is overall energies of possible possessiveness. You could be very domineering this month and or narrow-minded. This is modified by the Tower and the Ace of Swords, indicating the end of a time of great change for you and the start of a new beginning filled with sheer determination. For July of 2016, you drew the Three of Pentacles, representing that this month you will achieve much success through your abilities. There will be some recognition for you as well. Lots of effort and success involving teamwork this month. This is modified by the Eight of Swords and Ten of Swords in reverse, indicating you may have recently just come through a very difficult time, which is reflected in the previous cards for each month. Now, even though you've just come through or you are just going through the ending of this difficult time, you may have to acknowledge the role that you may have played in a bad situation or an event that took place. These cards are indicating that the worst is about over now for you. There are definitely good times ahead. You have come up with solutions and plans to improve your situation. Try to be aware of not repeating these same mistakes which contributed to the problem that you have just solved. And the additional card that flew out for the month of July is the Three of Swords, indicating some type of a heartbreak and or a wounded heart that you may have. So This this could definitely be the situation that we were referring to. The situation that came up for the month of May could possibly have something to do with this additional card that flew out for the month of July. So it could possibly bring up that situation. The cards modifying it are also speaking of you acknowledging the role that you may have played in a bad situation that has taken place in your recent past. So this could actually possibly play out as you feeling all of those feelings that came up at that time during the heartbreak that you went through. Now, for the month of August 2016, you drew the Queen of Swords as your overall energy for the month. This is indicating that you are exhibiting the qualities of an independent, intelligent, honest person. You are very direct, astute, and you possess much self-control this month. This is modified by the Five of Cups in reverse and the Empress card, also indicating as the cards that we drew for July. These two cards are also indicating that you have just come through a difficult period and you are moving along just well. You are using your intuition and you definitely have abundance that's on its way to you. For the month of September 2016, you drew the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This could be possible financial problems, family quarrels over money, or mismanagement. You have the World and the Knight of Cups modifying this, indicating new beginnings that are coming into your life that can be positive or loving. You're starting a new chapter at this point in your life right now. You could also have a water sign that is entering your life or that has come into your life this month, whether it be romantic or just a partnership of some sorts. And this could actually be a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. For the month of October 2016, you drew the Five of Swords in reverse. This is the card that is indicating the winning of the battle while losing the war. It's more so like a temporary defeat, I guess you could put it. This could also be some energies of indecision. Definitely be wary of a possible plot behind your back or a selfish gain. You have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Swords modifying this, indicating some anxieties and fears. And you could also be feeling very exhausted on every level this month. You may feel a bit isolated at this time. Definitely allow yourself to rest and know that the relationship and friendships you need are on their way. For November of 2016, you have the Six of Wands in the position of your overall energy. This is good news coming to you this month. This is also advancement and victory through your efforts, triumph and acclaim. You have the Star and the Nine of Swords modifying this, asking you to have faith and be grateful for the gifts already received in your life. Gratitude should be your attitude. For the month of December, you drew the Moon card as your overall energies, indicated some possible unexpected realities, imaginations, and new ideas. There could be some undertones of confusion, high emotions, and or deceit as well. Now, this card is modified by the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, which is indicating a beautiful, beautiful message to conclude this yearly forecast of love at first sight, which which actually totally explains the overall energy of the moon card, which is basically speaking of high intense emotions, possible things that are hidden, and these actually are all things that you would experience when encountering a love at first sight. Although it is a very, very beautiful message to end off with. Now, to give you a little recap of the energies you will experience for the year of 2016, a quick recap for you. For the first quarter, you will receive abundance. There will be something from your past that's coming back to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and there is a big change in the works for you. For the second quarter of the year, you may have some bouts with self-sacrifice, the possible end of an relationship, and also the ending of a period of change. For the third quarter, you will have some form of a recognition. You will be reflecting on the rough patch that you just went through and working on starting a new chapter in your life. The fourth quarter includes the short-term winning of a battle, good news that's coming to you, and love at first sight at the conclusion of the year. Well, I hope you enjoyed this yearly intuitive tarot reading. I thank you again for joining me and would like to invite you to visit me for the monthly astrology and tarot readings. Wishing you lots of love and light for this new year. Namaste.